Hey, what up, decisive marketers? We have a Slack alternative to be talking about today, and this really feels like Slack. It has a mobile app, it has desktop app as well, it has a task list, right? Like a task to-do list, I would say, small little task manager. It also has video calling features, and just a kind of like a all-in-one solution for you to run your business, communicate with your team, and of course, if you want to host a community on here, I think that this tool can do it as well. So this tool is called Noysi, but before I dive into Noysi, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more digital marketing and e-commerce content. So here we are in Noysi. You can see that it is very similar to Slack, okay, and we have right here a message from myself. I can leave reactions, so I can add reactions. Okay, it's not as quick as Slack, right, but it still works, right? So I'm gonna put a 0 in there, so you can see that it takes a little while for the image to load up right here. Okay, but otherwise it feels like it, and they do have a lot of integrations right here. They have GitHub, Jira, Trello, Hubot, not really sure what that is, incoming webhook, outgoing webhook. So this works as an easy way for posting messages into Noysi and listen into Noysi's chat. Okay, so this is actually very interesting. And we have Google Calendar and Outlook Calendar as well, and they also have ConnectZit, Pabbly, and Zapier integration. Okay, so they have your API as a token as well for you to insert in here. So I think that where Noysi stands out is the outgoing webhook, right? So with the outgoing webhook, for example, Pabbly Connect is then able to listen in on your chat messages and automatically send them out, right? Automatically send them to be doing something else, right? So that's outgoing webhook. So for example, you can have a message that says post this on my Facebook, right? So and then you can type something, and then the message then posts up on Facebook, right? So you can do something like that as well. And these are your configured account and whatever is configured. So these are the integrations that is built in, and of course you can connect your Google Calendar, Outlook Calendar, and your calendar details will be shown right here. So let me close this back up again. Okay, so we got our add integrations, and of course you can invite your users here, and you can always copy the perma link and paste it so that you can send people to the message itself, right? So it links to that message, so that's very interesting. So if you want to send people this particular message, right, so you can actually copy and share that message. So that's actually very nice. And then you have your, let me see, okay, so right here you can start a thread. So a thread would be something similar to Slack, right? So you have that thread features, okay, and then you can see the number of replies in here, right? And then you can open it up as a thread right here. So I think in the desktop version, at least, this is great. Desktop or browser version, I think this is great. Let me see what this post message to general does. Okay, so it kind of tells everyone that it shows the message out in front as well. Okay, so this is the thread feature. I think that the UI is great in this section because the comments the threads is actually being shown in a slide out small little window right here. Okay, and that helps you to see what is going on in the chat itself, and you can still see what's going on in the thread. Right, so if you are communicating with someone working on a simple task, then I think the thread works really well right here. And then you can unfollow the thread. Okay, and let's check out all threads. So you can see all your threads in here as well. So if you just click on all threads, you can see that. Right, so these are all your channels. You can create private channels as well. Right, so these are open channels, these are direct messages. Right, okay, and then you've got your private chats as well, private groups, okay, they call it. And you have edit message, so you can edit messages here, and of course delete messages. Okay, so what I think is personally for me, I don't like the thread feature, but of course I think the Noysi UI does make the thread feature better. But I prefer replies, right? So they don't actually have a reply feature. I hope that they would add that very soon. You can favorite messages, so let me see how that would work. Okay, doesn't seem like I can favorite messages right here, so yep, doesn't seem like I can favorite messages right here. But if okay, so I can add favorite channels. Okay, so that makes it easier for me to access it, but messages I can't seem to add them. Oh, okay, I see that option right here. So the star right here, right, I can click on it and turn it into a favorite message. I can save it somewhere. Okay, so next is task manager. So you can create a task right here. Okay, and you can set the label, the dates, any milestone, any assignees. Right, it's a very simple, just a simple task. Right, it's not a Kanban style or whatever it is. Just a simple task right here. Okay, and I can open it to full screen. It's not really full screen, but expand it. Okay, and you can also look at your files right here. So let's see. Okay, so you got files, and you can look at your files in here. You can upload your files in here, and with Noysi, right, it's unlimited storage, except that files that are not used for the past 6 months, right, they are automatically deleted. So that's something to take note of, is that they would remove your content, right? They would remove your files if you don't use them. So it's definitely not meant to be used as a long-term storage, right? Just for that moment itself. Okay, so you still got to back up those files somewhere. And you can see all your tasks right here, your calendar. Okay, but it's not, I'm not connected to any calendar at the moment. So let's look at the downloads first, right? So we've got the Google Play, we've got the App Store, we've got Windows, Mac, and Debian 10. Right, so those are the ones that's available. And then you can see your calendar right here, so that's very nice. And invite people and my team. Okay, so that's all right here. Okay, and of course, if you do have the CNAME add-on, okay, if you do have the CNAME add-on, you will be able to have it as your own domain rather than have it as noisy.com. Right, you can have it as your own domain. Okay, and the last feature that we're going to be covering would be the video calling feature. So the video calling feature is very similar to the ones that we have seen with channels, with Triveta, and I think 11 site as well, right? So this is actually using Jitsi Meet, right? Jitsi Meet. So you can see the very similar UI style with Noysi and Triveta, right? So you can just join in here. You can see the UI is very similar. You can have sounds, you can set your settings right here. Okay, and let's join the meeting. Of course, I can't show my camera because I am using it right now, right? So we can see what is going on right here. There is a embed meeting as well. So let me see what this does and see if we can actually embed this right here. Not sure if it's possible, right? So nope, that's not possible. Okay, I forgot to mention that there is some features right here where you can bold the text and stuff. So let me just switch over right here to the bottom right. You can see there is bolding, italics, strike through, code pre-formatted, right? So let me just switch back my camera right here and show you what happens when I bold it. Okay, so this is the bolded text, and then we've got italics. So this is italics, and we've got strike through. Right, so this is strike through, and we have code. Does that work? Nope. Maybe these ones are not working yet, I'm not really sure, because it doesn't seem to work. Might not be live yet, right? So sending it as a code or pre-formatted. Okay, so I think these ones don't work, but the bolding, the italics, the strike through, they do work right now. Let's jump back in here. So I have an iframe right here where I can actually embed the meeting somewhere, maybe on a website or whatever it is. Okay, so that's very nice. Embed features, and then we've got these reactions, right? So let me just show you. Right, so you can see some reactions right here, right? These ones are all reactions. Okay, so there would be sound, but I am, let me see. Let me try this again. Okay, I think it might not be, because my my audio output is also being used, right? So it doesn't work. But we can have the reaction sounds. Let's see what else we have right here. So we can actually blur the background. So I have a slight blur right now. Okay, changing the background. So you can see right now it just detects this as my face. Right, so that's the background. So I can change the background, so that's very nice. And then I can set the performance settings. Okay, I can have it full screen, I can record it. Okay, I can start a live stream, so I can stream it out, right? as long I put in my stream key, right? So I don't think that it only works with YouTube, even though they say YouTube right here. I think it also works with any other streaming platform that you have, as long as you have the stream key. Okay, and then you can share video from somewhere like YouTube, right? It's pretty much similar to Triveta, any tools that use the Jitsi Meet feature, and then you can share audio. What else do we have? Select background speaker stats. Okay, and I think that's all, right? So this is where your audio settings, your video settings are. So this is for you to choose your camera, right? And then you can share your screen. You can have a chat right here, and the chat has polls as well, right? So you can create a poll and have people voting for it. Okay, and then you can change it to the tile view. So the tile view is that if you have multiple people on the meeting itself, it will show as multiple boxes right here. Okay, so that is all I have to cover in Noysi. So overall, I think Noysi is great. I would love to have a reply feature. More native integrations would be great. Let me see. Yeah, more native integrations would be great. Maybe let's see. Let's try and send some YouTube videos, Instagram and stuff like that, and see if they are automatically embedded into Noysi as well, because that would be very interesting. So we have Perkzilla, this one right here. Let's send this video in here. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's taking a while to load. Right, okay, it is automatically embedded right here. Okay, it is automatically embedded right here. You can see my video, I can play it. Right, so that is very nice. Let's try Instagram. Okay, I'm going to send the Instagram post. Okay, let me send this in here. Okay, let me send a link. So these ones don't work. Okay, these ones don't work. What else can we embed? Let's embed a Twitch as well. Okay, so it's showing up correctly right here. So you got a link preview, but the meta description doesn't show up, right? So it just kind of shows what is embedded and the link preview. That's about it. So let's try Twitch and see if it's automatically embedded as well. Okay, copy this and paste this in here. I think this is embedded, right? So this is very nice. It's going to take a while. Let's try Pinterest as well. Let's try Twitter first. Okay, so it's automatically embedded. So this is actually very nice right here. Right, automatically embedded. And let's see what else. Okay, let's try and embed this as well. Okay, so Twitter doesn't work. So it's just a standard link preview, your YouTube videos, your Twitch channels, and let's try Pinterest. Right, we're gonna try a simple Pinterest post. Okay, let me grab a Pinterest post somewhere. Okay, let's grab this one right here and paste it in. See if it's also embedded. Okay, Pinterest pin does not embed as well. So the only embeds that work on Noysi are Twitch, a standard link preview with open graph images, and YouTube. Right, so that's about it. And I think that there would be a better way to present this, right? Rather than showing the link right here, they could just remove the link, right? You remove the URL right here. And I guess that's about it to share about Noysi. I think overall it's great. There definitely needs to be more work, more embeds. Automatically embeds would be good. Sending audio messages would be good. There's no, I think the code and pre-formatted are still not working yet. Using Jitsi Meet is good. And of course having replies, right? So I would say that my only request would be having replies, having more embeds, and I guess that's about it to share on Noysi. Overall, I think it's a great solution. If you enjoyed this video, do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about Noysi in the comments below. And if you know anyone who could benefit from a Slack alternative, whether it's for their own business or creating their own community, be sure to share this video with them. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.